What's up, y'all? It is your girl Angelle, and welcome back to Angelle's Life. All right, y'all, so in today's video, I am going to be talking about my wardrobe mistakes, and this is going to be part 1 of 2. In part 1, I'm going to be letting y'all know what my wardrobe mistakes are, and in part 2, because of my wardrobe mistakes, I'm going to be doing a declutter, a reset, letting y'all know what I am getting rid of, okay? So with that being said, we are gonna hop right into the video, but before we do, I wanna say welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome back to all my day ones. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Angel, y'all know I'm a full-time mama, okay? My name is Angelle. This is Angelle's Life, and I run a style, travel, and lifestyle channel. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also click the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Now without further ado, let's jump right into it. So I do want to throw this disclaimer out, right? I've gotten a lot of stuff these past couple months. Y'all know I have become a full-time influencer, and I get sent things. I get sent things as part of brand deals, etc. So some of this is user error. I will say a lot of this is user error because 9 times out of 10, I pick the things that the brand sends to me. So if I'm picking bad stuff, girl, I'm picking bad stuff. Or it's not bad stuff, but stuff that doesn't work with my wardrobe, right? So I will say in my next video, as far as me selling stuff, it's probably going to be my biggest declutter that I have done in a very, very long time because I just have a lot of stuff. And I do like to practice a minimalist capsule wardrobe style wardrobe / closet. So, you know, I haven't forgotten my roots, y'all. For my real day ones, for the ones that's been with me for a long time now. I know y'all probably like, that bitch didn't abandon that. I did. I didn't, but you know, my new job is just... Anyway, let's get into mistake number 1. Okay, y'all, so my mistake number 1 is buying too many similar colored bags and style of bags. 2 examples are the Teddy Blake bag that was sent to me by Teddy Blake, as well as the Brandon Blackwood Jasmine bag. Now, obviously, these bags are different, but they are very similar in the fact that they both are green. They both are top handle. They both come with a crossbody strap. They both have feet. They're just kind of, they basically kind of serve the same purpose. And it's just kind of like, okay, girl. Another bag that fits into this category, though it is a different color, it still is the same style, and it is a very just hard structured style, no give, because these bags are similar in that way as well. And that is my Pusification Garcia. Y'all, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, but the denim and cognac bag. Now, although I absolutely love this bag, it's just kind of like same situation, top handle. It doesn't have feet, but it has all that structure, and it's just kind of like, girl, what are we doing? Now, I do love, I like these things that check off my list, right? I love a top handle. I love a bag with feet, and it has to be able to be worn multiple ways, right? I love that. However, I am as my style has grown and progressed, I realize that I do like a bit of versatility when it comes to my bags. I love a top handle, right? But let's do a little shoulder. Let's do a shoulder that can fit a decent amount of things. I do have my Coach Swinger, which I never wear. She's being sold, but I never wear her. I don't know why I don't wear her. I just don't. I was gonna keep her as a staging bag, but yeah, I just don't have space in my closet for staging things. If we're keeping you, we're wearing you. But yeah, so it's broadening my horizons when it comes to handbags, and 2, just being more mindful of what colors I'm buying, right? And that leads me into my number 2 mistake, and that is abandoning my neutrals. Now, once upon a time, I done told y'all that my handbags typically are a neutral color. My shoes are typically a neutral color, and then I add the color within my wardrobe. Now, clearly I have abandoned that notion because like I done told y'all, I done bought 2 green bags. Now, I have said multiple times, greens are my neutral. That is a fact. However, when I said I was sticking to neutrals as far as handbags, baby, I meant the basics. And I also think I can start diving into heavily colored bags once I have built a good foundation of handbags, which I do not have, which is why I said in my fall focuses videos, I would be focusing more on handbags. Or that would be one of the things that I'm focusing on for the fall is handbags, because I don't have a very solid collection of handbags yet. I do not want to lie. I'm thinking maybe 10 to 15. And then anytime I'm going over that, I would do the 1 in, 1 out method. But I'm thinking between 10 to 15, but I want it to be handbags that I love, handbags that I'm reaching for every time. You know, I'm struggling to pick a handbag because I love them so much. That is how I want to feel, and I do not feel that way about my current selection of handbags. And not just that, I do not feel that way necessarily about my current selection of shoes. There has been like a joke on my Instagram before, like, oh, stop wearing the same shoes. When you see me wearing the same shoes over and over and over and over, it's because I love those shoes. And I have made the mistake of, in the handbag department and the shoe department, of like buying neutral color shoes, and it's kind of came back to shoot me in the foot. And I am going to talk about that in my next video. And when I say neutrals, I mean browns, all shades of brown. Girl, I love brown. I love me anything that's going to melt into this chocolate skin. Well, not chocolate. What am I, caramel, honey? Comment down below. What am I, caramel, honey? Y'all, tell me what color I am, but this brown skin, this nice brown skin, I love a shoe that's gonna melt into it. I love a look that's gonna melt into it, okay? Brown is my color. It's my color of the season, probably my color of the year. We love her. But when I say neutrals, I mean browns, I mean creams, whites, beiges, I mean blacks. And if I added one more neutral, that can be interchangeable with gray and blue. Now, you don't see a lot of gray shoes, you don't see a lot of blue shoes, but occasionally you do. I think navy blue is a neutral, right? Gray is a neutral. But for the most part, whites, off-whites, beiges, tans, that whole color family, browns, cognacs, chestnuts, mochas, that whole coffee, that whole brown color family, and then black. Because baby, you can't go wrong with a black look. Insert outfit of the day. All right then. Okay, so moving on to my next mistake. Y'all, so my next wardrobe mistake is not decluttering sooner. I have seen my closet get fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller, and the fuller it gets, the more overwhelming decluttering becomes. And because of that, I've just kind of like been throwing it by the wayside, throwing it by the wayside, throwing it by the wayside. Now, it's time, girl. It's time, and it's time. And although I don't want to do it, I have to, because there's so much in my closet that I've worn for one video, never picked up again. So much stuff that I just don't feel like fits me right, and I don't think it's worth tailoring, or even things that just don't fit my lifestyle. I have talked about this before, things that fit your lifestyle. Like, I get it, right? If you want a closet full of club outfits and you'll never go to the club, what are we doing? If you want a closet full of event outfits, but your lifestyle leans more towards soccer mom, what are we doing? And y'all know I do not dress for the occasion. I will get dressed up just to run to HEB. You better ask about me. I absolutely will do that. However, it's still so convenient to have things that are everyday. that are everyday chic, right? And that moves into my next mistake that I've made, and that is abandoning my like my style perception. And what I mean by that is, a long time ago I said that I would love to be perceived, like when people see me, I want to be perceived as extra chic but still everyday, right? The everyday woman could see me walking into HEB with what I have on and be like, oh my God, I love that. I could see myself wearing that, right? Opposed to, why is she so dressed up to go to the grocery store, if that makes sense, right? Not saying that I am super opposed to that, because girl, don't be a hater. But I love the idea of just elevated, chic. You know what I mean? And it's like the comparison of sweatpants, right? So in my outfit of the day today, I have on these like fringe sweatpants, right? These are very much so everyday, right? They're sweatpants, for Christ's sakes. But it is the fringe that adds like that extra flair. I throw it on with a t-shirt, I throw it on with a heel, or even if I threw it on with a sneaker, because I was going to like Angel's, like, you know, swim class or sport event or whatever the case is, she's ready. It's extra, but at the same time, it's chic. You know what I mean? It's effortless. It's everyday. That's what I love. I love that notion of being extra, but still everyday. Being extra, but still chic. Like, that is where I want to be. And I feel like I have abandoned that notion for the idea of just being extra, you know, of just being extra, or just being chic, or not necessarily being as practical as I need to be for my everyday life. So we're working on that. We are working on that. Y'all know I have a closet full of heels, and that's absolutely fine, because she will strut her stuff. She will stomp that pavement every day. But for those days that my feet hurt, because the day before I was walking in heels for 12 or 13 hours, a pair of sneakers are good. A pair of sneakers are good. Y'all know I don't wear flats, but a pair of sneakers, they work. They can get the job done. So let's talk about our next mistake, shall we? Okay, so my last mistake that I feel like I've made personally is tying too much of my IG job into my YouTube channel. What I mean by that is I am a full-time content creator with the bulk of my work coming from IG. And IG, you know, so when a brand sends me something, it is my obligation to style that piece and present it to my audience like a commercial, right? That's my job on IG. That's my job on TikTok. That's what I do. I've always felt YouTube to be a much more personal space, much more of a space where I'm allowed to be a lot more honest, a lot more transparent, or just, you know, a lot more into me and what I actually like versus now what I am like paid to do. And I think a disservice to my YouTube channel, or to myself, or to my audience, is having so much of my Instagram and the looks from my Instagram bleed into my YouTube channel when it doesn't necessarily have to be that way, right? Because I work, like, I literally am a style influencer at this point. Brands pay me to, you know, show their stuff, basically be walking advertisements for their stuff on my IG channel. That doesn't necessarily line up with the idea of being a minimalist or being a capsule wardrobe girly. But if you are an OG, you know that I am a capsule wardrobe girly. Like, that's my judge, that's my jam. And I cannot show that on IG, but I am allowed to show that on YouTube and get personal and do those things. So it's kind of like, I've almost completely like abandoned that, which is crazy because that's still what I want to do. That's still where I'm at. basically, you know, let my job take over every aspect of my social medias. And it's just kind of like, it's okay for me to show something a little different on my YouTube, show, you know, do my big one on my IG and my TikToks. That is absolutely okay. So moving forward, it probably will look a little bit different in that way, but it all is going to be style related because Angelle's Life is a style brand. That's what she is. So that's my last mistake. Y'all comment down below. Let me know what y'all fashion or wardrobe mistakes have been this year or previous years and how we're gonna fix it. We're gonna talk a little bit in the next video about how we're gonna fix it. But yeah, that's it. I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Angelle's Life and on TikTok at Angelleslife. Life. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like the video, as well as click the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.